Hello everyone, our project is E1793, help students find teams to join. Currently, there are two ways to achieve that. One of ways is to create an advertisement by clicking your team link and then clicking create link under advertisement for teammates section. In this way, an advertisement will appear in the last column of the sign-up sheet page with a horn icon. But the problem is this horn icon doesn't show in that column. Now we need to fix this problem. Let's first look at the code. Here we can see this part of code is responsible for showing the horn icon. And I found even if I create an advertisement, this statement won't be executed. So after I debugged it, I found something's wrong with this has teammate as message. So I rewrite this message. Now we could go to this message. Here, what I've done is that I return an attribute called advertise for partner. And this attribute will be set true after you create an advertisement. So in this way, we could show this horn icon in that column. Now we could look at it in the expertise. Here we can see in the column of advertisement, there are many horn icons, and we can click this horn icon. And then we go to the page that show the advertisement for teammates. Here I found another issue in this advertisement. Let's say if a student send a request invitation to the team, and the team would say invite and decline button. If they want to add this student into team, they need to click invite button and wait for the student's reply. I think this is not very convenient. So I replaced the invite button with the accept button. And now, if the team receives the request invitation, they only need to click accept, and that student would be added into the team. Now let me show you how this works. We click this request invitation, and we send this invitation to the team. And we go to the team member's account. And we could see this request, and we just need to click accept button. And this student will be added into this team. Now let's take a look at the code for this part. Now we can see the accept button, and I add accept method into the join team request controller. And I also pass 5 parameters into this controller. Here, this is invitee's team ID, and this is the inviter's user ID, and this is the invitee's user ID, and this is the assignment ID, and the last ID is the join team request ID. We also add a new feature. That is, we display a list of students who do not have a team with invitation links in student teams view page. And this list is only be able to say by students who do not have a team or whose team is not full. Now let's take a look at for this part of code. This new feature is only available when the team size is greater than 1. So we use this if statement. and we display this list for the student who do not have a team or whose team is not full. So we use this if statement. And below, we need to select students who do not have a team from all the participants in this assignment. First, we need to select participants who do not have a team. And those participants also need to be student. So we use this if statement. And then we put the participant's username on the list. And here is the student wielding this list team. And if they don't have a team, we set the team ID 0. And the below is the invitation links. And we could go to the invitation controller to see this part of code. So I write a new method called check inviter team before invitation. This is for the situation that the inviter doesn't have a team. If as I mentioned before, if inviters doesn't have team, I set the team ID equal to 0, and in this invitation controller, we would create a team for the inviters. This mechanism is called team lazy initialization. And now let's take a look in the Expertisa. Now, when we click your team link, and we could see here, we show a list of students who do not have a team and with invitation links. And also for instructor end, we also show the student a list of students who do not have a team. Now we can take a look at it. Here in this page, we can see this list also. This is the same as the list shown in the student end. Thanks for watching this video.